Have you ever felt invisible? Like no matter how much effort you pour into your work, your relationships, or your dreams, it feels like you're still overlooked. That can be a crushing weight on your spirit. But here's the truth. Respect isn't about luck or privilege. It's something you cultivate, one decision, one action, one moment at a time. Today, we're unlocking the timeless power of Stoic philosophy to help you not just earn the respect of the others, but to rediscover the respect you owe yourself. Imagine living a life where your values guide your every step and your confidence shines quietly from within. That's the kind of transformation we're talking about. If that resonates with you, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications. This is your space to grow, to reflect, and to become the person you're proud to be. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical steps and timeless wisdom to redefine how you see yourself and how the world sees you. Let's begin by understanding what respect truly means in our modern world. Respect isn't about commanding attention or seeking validation from others. It's about cultivating inner strength and living authentically. In Stoic philosophy, this concept is rooted in the principle of self-sufficiency, or autarkia, the ability to find fulfillment within oneself. True respect begins when you align your actions with your values and develop a character that inspires admiration. Consider Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment without losing his dignity or self-respect. His unwavering principles and consistent integrity transformed even his prison guards, who came to admire the man they were meant to break. Mandela's respect wasn't calculated. It was earned through his steadfast commitment to his values. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Think about those moments when you felt overlooked or unappreciated. Stoicism reminds us that these feelings often stem from within, our own perception of ourselves. Respect isn't about others' opinions. It's about living in alignment with your highest ideals. Consider Michelle Obama's quiet strength and grace. Despite immense scrutiny, she remains grounded in her values, treating everyone with respect and authenticity. This embodiment of eudaimonia, living in harmony with purpose, is why she commands such widespread admiration. Take a moment to reflect. Are you living in alignment with your principles? Do your actions reflect the person you aspire to be? Perhaps it was that time you stood up for someone being unfairly treated, or when you stayed true to your word, despite obstacles. These small but significant choices build self-respect, the foundation for earning respect from others. Respect isn't won through grand gestures or titles. It's cultivated through consistent, principled actions and the quiet confidence of self-awareness. As you strengthen your relationship with yourself, the respect of others naturally follows, like a shadow that never leaves. Next, let's explore one of the most crucial elements in earning respect: mastering our emotional responses. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught us a profound truth that resonates deeply in our modern world. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This wisdom goes beyond mere self-help advice. It touches the core of human experience. When we face adversity, our initial impulse often drives us toward emotional reactions that can damage our relationships and reputation. But within that split second between stimulus and response lies our greatest power: the freedom to choose our reaction. Consider the remarkable example of Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust and wrote Man's Search for Meaning. Despite experiencing unimaginable horror, he discovered that his captors could control everything except his response to his circumstances. This exemplifies the Stoic principle that true freedom lies not in controlling external events, but in mastering our internal responses. Think about a time when someone's criticism cut deep, or when a situation made your blood boil. That surge of emotion you felt. The Stoics would call this the first movement, an automatic response beyond our control. But what follows, our chosen reaction, defines our character and shapes others' respect for us. The Stoic perspective teaches us that emotions aren't inherently good or bad. They're messengers. When you feel anger rising in a heated meeting or frustration building during a difficult conversation, treat these emotions as information rather than commands. Ask yourself, what is this feeling telling me about my values and expectations? This mastery isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about responding to them wisely. Warren Buffett demonstrates this principle beautifully in his business dealings. During the 2008 financial crisis, while others panicked, he maintained his composure and made rational decisions, famously saying, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." His emotional control not only preserved his wealth, but also enhanced his reputation as a respected leader. Practice this. The next time you face criticism or conflict, pause. Take a deep breath. Feel the emotion, but don't let it drive your response. Instead, ask yourself, how would the person I aspire to be handle this situation? Does my potential reaction align with my values? This simple practice, repeated consistently, builds the kind of emotional intelligence that naturally commands respect. Integrity is the soul of character, a principle that can't be overstated. From the Stoic perspective, integrity is far more than moral uprightness. It is the unwavering alignment of our inner values and outer actions. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, taught that true integrity means maintaining your principles regardless of external pressures or rewards. It's about being whole, steadfast, and undivided in your commitment to what is right. Take the extraordinary example of Malala Yousafzai. Faced with death threats from the Taliban for advocating girls' education, she refused to abandon her cause. Even after surviving an assassination attempt, she remained resolute in her mission. Her actions embody the Stoic ideal, to let your values dictate your actions, no matter the cost. Malala's courage and integrity inspire millions, proving that greatness comes from living by your principles, even in the face of danger. In your own life, think about those moments when you've wrestled between what's easy and what's right. That tension? It's the battlefield where character is forged. Every time you choose integrity over convenience, you're building not just your reputation, but a foundation of self-respect. Integrity reveals itself in both monumental and everyday decisions. It's in admitting a mistake no one would have discovered, standing up for someone unable to defend themselves, or following through on a promise despite obstacles. These moments, small as they may seem, lay the bricks of lasting respect. For the Stoics, integrity wasn't merely an external practice, but a state of internal harmony. When your actions align with your values, you achieve what they called eudaimonia, a flourishing life of peace and fulfillment. This inner alignment radiates outward, earning not only respect, but also admiration from those who recognize the rare quality of a principled life. Remember, integrity doesn't demand perfection. It requires persistence. When mistakes happen, and they will, integrity is found in admitting them, learning from them, and recommitting to your principles. This honest, authentic approach earns a deeper, more enduring respect than any facade of perfection ever could. Confidence doesn't need to be loud. In our world of social media influencers and constant self-promotion, true confidence often speaks in whispers rather than shouts. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that genuine confidence emerges from deep self-knowledge and inner peace, not from external validation or approval. This quiet confidence is like a still lake that reflects everything clearly, rather than a rushing river that disturbs everything in its path. Consider the example of Keanu Reeves, whose humble demeanor and quiet confidence have earned him universal respect in Hollywood. Despite his massive success, he's known for riding the subway, giving up his seat to others, and treating crew members with the same respect as directors. His behavior reflects the Stoic principle of megalopsychia, or greatness of soul, the ability to remain unchanged by success or failure. The Stoics believed that true confidence comes from understanding what's within our control and what isn't. When you deeply grasp this principle, you stop seeking validation from sources you can't control, others' opinions, social status, or material success. Instead, you focus on what you can control: your thoughts, actions, and responses to life's challenges. Think about those moments when you've felt the need to prove yourself, to speak up, just to be heard, or to showcase your achievements. That urge often comes from a place of insecurity rather than confidence. The Stoics would argue that this desperate need for external validation actually reveals an internal void that no amount of recognition can fill. Instead, imagine yourself at that dinner party, fully present and engaged, listening intently to others without the compulsion to prove your worth. You speak not to impress, but to contribute meaningfully to the conversation. This is the embodiment of quiet confidence, the kind that draws people in rather than pushes them away. As Epictetus wisely noted, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you truly understand your worth, you no longer need the world to confirm it. Let's uncover a skill that not only safeguards your peace, but also amplifies the respect you receive: setting boundaries. In Stoic philosophy, boundaries transcend the simple act of saying no. They embody the profound wisdom of honoring your values and preserving your inner tranquility. The Stoics believe that true freedom arises when we discern what lies within our control and establish limits that shield our well-being. Consider Michelle Obama during her time as First Lady. Amid immense pressures to meet countless demands, she steadfastly prioritized her daughter's well-being. Her unwavering commitment to family dinners, even in the White House, sent a powerful message: "I am a mother first." This wasn't mere time management. It was a declaration of values, a boundary that affirmed what mattered most. Reflect on your own experiences of burnout or overwhelm. Often, such feelings stem not from doing too much, but from failing to set boundaries. Seneca's timeless words resonate here. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Boundaries are acts of self-respect, not selfishness. They empower you to show up more fully for others by safeguarding your energy. When you communicate them with kindness and conviction, whether declining extra work, limiting social media, or saying no to misaligned requests, you teach others how to value your time. Remember, boundaries aren't walls that isolate. They're bridges that foster authentic, respectful relationships. As Marcus Aurelius observed, the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. It demands strength, balance, and the courage to hold your ground with grace. Respect isn't just about how people see you. It's about how you make them feel seen, valued, and heard. The Stoics knew that true wisdom begins with silence. In a noisy world where everyone fights to be heard, listening becomes a rare and extraordinary gift. Epictetus wisely said, "Nature gave us one tongue, but 2 ears, so we could hear twice as much as we speak." This timeless insight highlights the transformative power of listening in building meaningful connections and earning profound respect. Think of Nelson Mandela, whose unparalleled ability to listen changed the course of history. During the negotiations to end apartheid, Mandela would sit patiently, absorbing every word spoken by his adversaries, even those who once imprisoned him. His capacity to listen without judgment fostered trust and understanding, helping heal a deeply divided nation. Mandela didn't just hear words. He heard the pain, fears, and hopes behind them, creating bridges where there had once been walls. When we genuinely listen, something magical happens. Scientists call it neural coupling, but the Stoics understood it as a bond, a connection that makes others feel truly seen. It's not just about processing words. It's about holding space for someone's emotions, fears, and aspirations. It's about saying, "You matter." Think about a moment when someone truly listened to you, not waiting for their turn to speak, but absorbing your words, emotions, and even unspoken struggles. Remember how that felt? That's the power of listening. It's not just a skill, it's a profound act of respect that transforms relationships and builds trust. The Stoics called this phantasia cataleptic, listening for comprehensive understanding. It's about moving beyond the surface and hearing what's beneath. Whether it's a colleague sharing a challenge or a loved one revealing their struggles, true listening means engaging fully. With your ears, your heart, and your presence. Try this. The next time someone speaks to you, pause your inner dialogue. Don't prepare your response. Don't judge their words. Instead, listen with your whole being. Show them they matter. This small but powerful practice doesn't just earn respect. It creates bonds that enrich every part of our lives. Consistency is the heartbeat of character. In Stoic philosophy, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up day after day with a steadfast commitment to your values, no matter the circumstances. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way," reminding us that life's obstacles are not barriers, but pathways to growth. True respect is earned not through fleeting moments of greatness, but through the steady rhythm of principled action. Consider Angela Merkel, Germany's former chancellor. For 16 years, she remained calm and methodical, navigating crises with unwavering integrity. Whether facing economic turmoil or refugee challenges, her consistency became her hallmark, earning her global respect. Merkel's story teaches us that consistency is not just about being reliable. It's about showing up with the same values, the same thoughtful approach, and the same dedication, regardless of the pressure. Now think about your own life. Those moments when you've been tempted to take shortcuts, to compromise your standards just this once. The Stoics would argue that these moments define you. Every time you hold the line, even when no one's watching, you're building something powerful. Self-respect. And as you respect yourself, others will naturally follow. Here's the deeper truth. Consistency is not just an outward habit. It's an inner alignment, a harmony between your actions and your values. When you live authentically, when your words and deeds reflect who you truly are, you create a magnetic force that draws others to you. They may not know why they trust you, but they feel it. A quiet strength that only consistency can build. Remember, consistency doesn't mean never faltering. It means always returning. When you stumble, you stand back up. When you stray, you realign. It's this relentless persistence, grounded in humility and resolve, that transforms not just your reputation, but your entire life. Stay the course, and the respect you seek will follow, not as a goal, but as a natural consequence of who you've become. Respect isn't about grand gestures or fleeting moments of attention. It's about the quiet, steady strength of showing up every day with integrity, emotional control, and a confidence that doesn't need to shout. When you live by these Stoic principles, you don't just earn the respect of others, you craft a life that you yourself can be proud of. So, ask yourself, which of these principles will you start embracing today? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your journey. And if this message resonated with you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who could use a spark of Stoic wisdom. Remember, respect starts from within. Until next time, keep striving, keep reflecting, and keep growing.